What's going on, guys? So, you guys read the title of the video, you know what's going on. So, right away, right off the bat, yeah, I tested positive for COVID a couple of days ago, and I am doing fine. I posted on Instagram briefly. It's kind of posted a picture saying a throwback. I know some of you guys read the caption, sent me a DM. I'm doing fine. I pretty much started feeling a little bit off, like the night of Christmas Day. Felt kind of shitty Boxing Day and the day after, and now I honestly feel totally fine. But I'm still in isolation for the next like 8 days or however long it is. Yeah, I think it's like another 7 days or whatever until the 5th or 4th. Anyway, so making the most of it. Literally, like did a deep clean of like my entire place, reorganized everything, doing taxes, doing all kinds of stuff that I've been neglecting. Well, not taxes, but like tax related stuff. I just need to get a year's worth of expenses, stuff like that put together. Obviously, I'm self-employed, so I want as many deductions as I possibly can get that are legitimate. But in order to do that, you need to have them obviously filed and accounted for, and do everything properly. So that's what I've been doing the last few days. I've also been doing goal setting. Just setting goals for 2022, as well as reflecting on things from last year, things I did that went well, and things that could have gone better. I think that's important. I think it's a good time to kind of reflect. I'm not really a fan of New Year's resolutions. I think the whole term resolution is a little bit flawed. I'm just not a fan of it for this main reason that resolutions are like, it depends on how you look at it. I find a lot of people have resolutions as I'm going to resolve all these issues in my life. And that's not really realistic. You should set goals with a real plan. You can't be like, I'm going to lose 100 pounds in 2022 with no plan to get there. That's not a goal. It's almost like a wish at that point. I think a goal doesn't mean anything unless you have specific. My God, it has to be specific. It has to be time oriented and has to be measurable. It needs to be like that. So let's use a goal. I want to lose 10 pounds of fat by January 30th. Okay, so what does that mean? I'd have to lose 2.5 pounds a week. Okay, now is that too much to lose? In my opinion, yes. I'd still say I want to lose 5 pounds the next month. So okay, I have to lose 1.25 pounds a week. Every week. It's measurable. At the end of every week I weigh in. If I weigh the same, then I'm behind schedule. If I weigh 1.25 pounds less than I did last week, then I'm on schedule. It's measurable, and you can adjust based on results, short-term results for a longer-term goal. So it's no different than my annual salary that I'd like to make for next year. I can measure that monthly. I know what I have to make each quarter. I know what I have to make each month, and I know if I'm ahead or behind. So I think that too many people just say, oh, I want to lose weight or I want to lose 100 pounds or whatever. But you have to be very specific and figure out a way to get there. So the way I goal set is like I have an idea of what I want to make every week, every month, every quarter, every year. Well, this year. But with that, I have what I actually have to do that. How many phone calls I'll probably have to make. How many people I have to talk to. How many quotes I have to send out. How many businesses I have to approach. How many individuals I have to approach. How many different investments I need to look at, different markets, different demographics, everything, so I can have results for my immediate goals, which is like weekly, monthly, quarterly, annual goals, 3-year goals, 5-year goals, 10-year goals, and they all kind of have to work together and make sense. If I look at a goal and it's like, oh, this is gonna take me 45 hours of work a day, that's impossible. Like if I'm like, oh, I want to make $1,000 a day, but I only make $10 an hour. Sorry, you're not going to make $1,000 a day. It's freaking impossible if that's what you're making an hour. So you have to figure out what you need to change in order to achieve that goal. So I think that those are really important things, and that's kind of what I'm taking this time to reflect upon. Because honestly, I've been bored as anything. I have been in my apartment, and it sucks. It freaking sucks. I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm thankful, very thankful that I'm not really sick. I'm very, knock on wood, like, I feel fantastic now. I felt off for a couple days. I went for a couple runs, so we're allowed to leave our house to go walking, stuff like that. And yeah, it's pretty good. I can't really complain. So, but I've been going outside, trying to get some fresh air, and honestly, just make the most of it. So, I just want to do a video to check in. Sitting here drinking Work Water Energy. Again, link's going to be in the description box down below. And also along with XP Labs, their stuff's going to be in the description box down below. Use my code CMFIT for 10% off. So anyway, I'm very much looking forward to not being stuck in quarantine. It sucks. But the reason I'm making this video, sorry, I know it took me a long time to get to, is I've noticed a lot of people have gotten this variant, obviously, at this point. And I'm seeing a lot of negativity, to be honest. Oh, I'm stuck, I can't do anything. There's a lot of things you can do. There is a lot of things you can do to be productive when you are stuck at home. For every negative, there's a positive. Very positive, there's a negative. And I think we're really quick. As soon as something good happens in our life, we always look at it strictly as a positive. We get excited about it. Oh, you have to weigh out the pros and cons. There's pros and cons to everything in life. And this is something that you really, really need to take into account, especially in the times when shitty things happen in your life. Like, you don't, like, you get sick. Yeah, obviously not a good thing. Okay, what can I do to make this? What's the positive outcome of this? Okay, I'm going to sit at home for 10 days and I'm going to get all the stuff done that I wouldn't have done if I wasn't stuck at home. That's a positive. It feels good to have my place totally organized, all my files in order, getting all my tax shit done before it really has to be done. Take time to do real goal setting and go into 2022 ready to go. That's a massive positive, and it's something I definitely wouldn't have done. I definitely wouldn't get everything done the way it's going to be done if I didn't test positive for COVID and wasn't stuck at home. I'd be out doing stuff. I'd be at my family all has COVID anyway, for the most part. My family being hanging out with people, probably go out New Year's Eve, have drinks. Obviously, that's stuff that sucks I'm not able to do. But I mean, you have to look at the positive side of it. So I think that's really important. And just make the best of every situation. That's really what you have to do. And don't feel bad for yourself, because it sucks. It's life. But you can't feel like a victim. Victim mentality is never going to get anybody ahead. And it's something that personally is a big pet peeve of mine, because you can't change what's already happened. So just move forward and make the most of the situation you're in. And that's really all you can do. So anyway, that being said, I appreciate all the support. I'm going to continue to consume way too much caffeine and get way too much work done, so that in the new year, I'm not behind the 8 ball. I'm like way ahead. That's the plan. I'd like to have everything I need for April's tax return complete by January 1st. Actually, December 31st, going into the new year. So that's the plan. As well, I just have my place organized, feel good about that. Work on my cardio, go for some runs, work on cooking. No reason my diet can't be on point, considering I'm home all the time. You can order food and order groceries. Like, it's not as bad as you think. And if you guys are stuck in quarantine, don't just sit at home. Don't just sit inside and hate your life. Like, get outside, do something, push yourself to do something. If you're feeling good, obviously, push yourself to go outside and do something. Go for a walk. Freaking do some push-ups. There's a lot you can do. So don't be a victim and just make the most of it. But anyway, that being said, I appreciate all the support. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys soon.